The transition from stillness to urgent action was instantaneous. The alert signal triggered an immediate, conditioned response from the crew. From the facility floor to the transport vehicles, this diverse team operates with seamless precision. They are the best we have.
The speed and coordination required to cover the distance to the aircraft is remarkable.
We maintain steady focus on the destination.
The deployment of the human element onto the field. We note the urgency as the personnel switch from vehicle transport to foot.
The ground teams move with synchronized precision beneath the massive fuselage, a controlled chaos of specialized tasks.
The focus shifts to the tarmac. Mechanical preparations begin as the ground crew swarms the massive aircraft. It's an
The scope of this operation is immense, a perfectly synchronized effort across multiple flight crews working as one machine.
The logistical support on the ground is vital. The fleet navigates this grid of cones, clearing the way efficiently for the arriving aircraft.
The heavy machinery sits dormant, yet poised for action. Around its massive gray perimeter, the crew moves rapidly.
The tail section loomed high above the tarmac. Despite the rush for safety, the crew's inspection of the bomber was...
That distinct dark smoke is the visual signature of the cartridge starts, spinning the turbines for ignition.
The engines roar to life, building immense power. You can feel the increasing energy, culminating in this haze of exhaust.
Double-check the flight path and comms.
Ensure every step is executed correctly so the process remains smooth and confident.
The narrator returns to the exterior action on the runway. The final physical barriers are being removed by a ground crew member.
The ground crew is now clearing the immediate danger zone around the intake. Maintaining these strict safety zones while the engines are running is absolutely critical.
Zulu 27, final confirmation complete. All clear on the ground.
The crew chief disconnects the external power cable and signals the pilot.
Here we see the ground marshal exercising complete authority over the aircraft.
The ground crew gives the thumbs up. That's the signal the pilot needs before releasing the brakes and letting these engines roar.
The narrator observes the final salute and clearance, noting the discipline and tradition in the departure signals.
The raw trims, the raw power required to move this heavy bomber is astonishing. As the B-52 throttles up, the engines pour.
Final moments of human contact. Precise timing is required to disconnect the communication equipment before engine startup.
The ground crew is clearing the safety zone. We must emphasize the urgency of clearing the path for the massive jet.
Following the strict language of hand signals, the marshal first signals a stop with crossed arms, then holds them high.
With the final restraints clear, we have confirmation the wheels are free to move.
The physical exertion of the ground team is evident, as they ensure their own safety, moving quickly away from the idling jet engines.
The human element retreats, and the machine asserts itself. It is isolated now, ready to move.
To manage its immense size, the rear landing gear is designed to pivot. This unique steering mechanism allows the bomber to...
The scale of this mobilization is breathtaking. To see these giants move in such perfect coordination.
As the bombers maneuver into position, the sheer volume of this white exhaust provides a stark reminder of their environmental footprint.
The sheer scale of the B-52 is apparent here on the taxiway. What we're witnessing now are the control surfaces being tested, crucial before takeoff.
They call this the lineup, the final pause before the raw power is unleashed. It's a symphony of steel and anticipation.
It is the shape of the wing, the airfoil, that deflects the air downwards, generating the crucial lift needed.
The sheer power required to lift that heavy payload is astonishing. A testament to modern engineering.
Now tracking the climb out, the gear is coming up, confirming the transition to aerodynamic configuration as we leave the airfield below.
The focus returns to ground operations. As one aircraft taxis in, another prepares for departure, highlighting the continuous cycle of these machines.
This specialized landing gear highlights the unique design needed to balance the wide wingspan.
The aircraft turns, revealing the intricate mechanics of the flaps and spoilers deploying in preparation for takeoff.
Watching it disappear, you can't help but reflect on the immense power and the reason we need it in the first place.
Rigorous training exercises ensure precision and direction, building the confidence needed for real-world operations. The true test of the aircraft's capability is its performance in conditions like these.
We watch with respect as this powerful machine dominates the taxiway. It is a testament to enduring air power. As the bomber approaches, its sheer mass is evident. It truly commands the taxiway.
The power required to overcome this wet runway surface is massive, creating a dense wall of spray behind the aircraft.
As dawn breaks through the mist, this heavy machine begins its impossible ascent, a testament to raw power, defying the very...
As dawn breaks, we see the sheer scale of the operation. A staggered line of bombers, engines hot, ready to launch.
The patience of these queuing aircraft is remarkable. Notice the disciplined spacing maintained between the massive vehicles.
As the bomber aligns for departure, the landing lights pierce the gloom, signaling its readiness.
We're tracking the turn onto the active runway now, just before the surge of power as we line up for takeoff.
Inside the cramped cockpit, the human controllers maintain intense focus. Amidst a sea of dials, the pilots
The ascent is steep. We watch as the aircraft struggles against the air, the 8 engines leaving distinct trails.
There it is, the iconic profile, stark against the glare. It's beginning its ascent, a ghost climbing through the high cirrus.
The mission's trajectory remains steady and unwavering as the aircraft leaves the local airspace.
As the bomber enters this treacherous, fog-shrouded terrain, the skill required for navigation cannot be overstated.
As the aircraft climbs away, the raw power of the engines is visualized by these 8 long streaks of smoke.
The roar of these engines up close is unlike anything else. It's pure, unfiltered power heading downrange.
Observing the climb out after the pass, the angle of ascent is notably aggressive as they punch through the cloud layer.
Here we see the B-52 Stratofortress executing a touch and go. The wheels briefly make contact with the runway before the pilots immediately power up for another takeoff.
Now watch closely as the main landing gear retracts, the doors open, and the entire assembly pivots upwards, streamlining the aircraft for its ascent.
And just like that, they're gone, lost in the vastness of the sky, leaving only smoke to mark their passing.
And if we look closely, high above the peaks, we can see the formation, a remarkable display of aerial coordination against the vast blue.
As we cruise high above the clouds, the crew maintains constant vigilance. A quick check of the patch, followed by a precise adjustment of the throttles.
There's a certain isolation that comes with flying above it all, but the beauty of this endless ocean of clouds makes it worthwhile.
The BOF is holding position, and there they are, right on time. We have Raptor support.
It highlights the incredible precision required for such different aircraft types to maintain synchronization.
The formation holds steady, a testament to the strategic partnership between the heavy bomber and its vigilant escorts high above the clouds.
Against that vast, featureless sky, they carry the weight of our hopes.
We are awaiting the final go-ahead. When the system engages, you'll hear the primary clamps disengage just before deployment.
And there they go, the training munitions released in rapid succession. It's a stark demonstration of gravity, pulling them quickly towards the clouds far below. We are tracking the drop toward the designated zone. The trajectory is holding steady. Landing confirmed.
Precision is verified through rigorous target exercises, ensuring systems function exactly as designed.
A calm return to formation flight after the exercise. The F-15s hold tight to the B-52 wingtip, high above the cloud layer.
The coordination required to turn a heavy bomber while these fighters maintain a station highlights the maneuvering capabilities of this mixed flight.
The discipline of these fighter pilots is remarkable, staying this close to the big, ugly, fat fellow, the BUFF.
There is a certain majesty to witnessing air power operating above the weather, a stark reminder of the altitude we maintain.
From this altitude, the sheer global reach of these flights becomes clear. A serene patrol across the upper atmosphere. Cruising high above the clouds, the B-52 remains an enduring presence, a symbol of long-standing air superiority. Now beginning the final approach, the crew prepares for the critical transition from flight back to ground operations.
The B-52 deploys its drag parachute immediately upon touchdown. This is a classic example of aim.
The solitary profile of the B-52 reveals an aerodynamic design so advanced it has remained in service for decades.
The long patrol is over. We begin the descent through the cloud deck, shifting focus to recovery.
The escorts are peeling away now, distancing themselves for their own approaches. That leaves us alone to align with the vector. The final descent is underway. We are observing the deployment of the landing gear and flaps as the ground rushes up.
We are focused on the runway threshold, looking up at the approaching aircraft. We anticipate this precise moment of contact.
And there it is, touchdown. Look at the smoke from those tires. A heavy impact certainly, but perfectly controlled by the pilots. Absolutely textbook landing.
We are now observing the deceleration phase. The pilot expertly manages the aircraft's momentum, gently.
The drag parachute deployed perfectly, and as the aircraft turns onto the taxiway, we can officially declare the flight mission complete.
Mission complete. The cycle of readiness continues, ensuring we are always prepared for what comes next.